Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Jolene and I'm the author of the Glory MC series, the Moonrise Beach series, and the new Heartbreaker series. So this is the first video of a new mini series that I'm going to be having on my channel. I asked you guys a few weeks ago if you guys wanted me to share my planner collection with you guys, and everyone said yes. And so this is going to be the first video that I am going to be doing for it. This is my Chic Sparrow collection. If there is another brand that you guys are interested in, let me know down below. And if you guys are interested in Chic Sparrows, I am really excited to share my little collection of TNs and folios with you guys. I actually haven't really been collecting Chic Sparrow for that long. I only actually got into it late last year. So these are all of the TNs and folios that I have acquired since I think it was September or October when I got my first one. So it only has been just a few months really. But as you guys can see, I kind of went a little crazy and bought a few. Some of these I bought in a buy sell trade group. Some of them I bought straight from the Chic Sparrow website. So I will go through each one of them and kind of compare leathers and colors and textures and things like that with you too. Because I am fairly new to Chic Sparrow, there are still quite a lot of leathers that I am hoping to get my hands on. So I will probably talk about that as well in here. But if you guys are a fan of TNs, I definitely think that Chic Sparrow is your go-to place for quality leather goods. If you like to be surprised with all the different leathers and things like that, I think you'll really like this brand. So let me see, how is the best way to do this? Should I go by leathers or should I go by size? I'm not really sure. Or maybe I will actually just go through like the first one that I got and then we'll go to the latest one. That might be the best way to do this. So let me move all of these and I will go through each one of them with you. By the way, I do have a referral link to Chic Sparrow, so if any of these TNs or folios look good to you, you guys can always use my code down below for a little bit of a discount. But let's get started with my first collection video for Chic Sparrow. So let me get started with the one that started it all. This is my B6 Slim in the Austin Emma. It was because of this purchase that I became interested in Chic Sparrow and kind of became obsessed with the Austin leather collection. I especially love this Emma color. It is a kind of golden brown. It's a very nice neutral, very, very smooth. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous TN. In the past, I was pretty loyal to Foxy Fix, but since then they have gone out of business, and I feel like Chic Sparrow is the one company that lasted the test of time. They've been around for a very long time and have had so many different types of leather collections, but the Austin leather and actually one of the other leathers that I have here, the creme leather, have stayed for a very long time. This used to be called Darcy, but they have kind of changed things up. I do have the one here with the curved pen loop, and this actually does have the old pocket configuration, so it's not the new pocket configuration like they do now, the Cascade one. This is the, I think it's called Heritage. So it has a pocket up here, a pocket here, and then you have the back pocket which you can fit full-length items here. This has 6 strings, and I am currently using these Midori TN inserts. I'm using this as my writing journal. I'm an author, and in here at the end of my writing day, I do come in here and just write a little bit of how my writing day went. I use fountain pen, so I love Ferris wheel press ink, so I've been using a lot of that in here. And then I do date mine with these date strips. These are from my shop. I have them here on a transparent matte sticker paper. So they just look like this. They have the date there, and then yeah, I just use that to date all of my entries in here. So I keep that in here. So this has been really handy. I love having it. I love looking back on my journal entries, and it's just been really, really nice to have this journal with me when I do write. So I do have another Emma, which is my writing notebook. So I kind of like that they match. It just makes me feel good to have both Emmas with me. But this is really the one that started it all for me. It got me interested in the other Austin leathers. So let's move on to those. But this is definitely one of my favorites in my collection because of the fact that it was my first one. So that is what it looks like. As you guys can see, it has quite a few marks. This is one that I picked up from the buy-sell trade. So it did have a previous owner, and those marks were made by her. But I still really love it. I think it has a lot of character, and like I said, it holds a special place in my heart because it is a first. Let me move on to my next purchase, which were two leathers from the Austin collection. So I have here an A6 TN in the Darcy. Every time I pull this out, I get so many compliments, both in person, like in real life, and also here on YouTube. It's a gorgeous leather, again, really nice, soft, but quite shiny, as you guys can see. It reflects a lot. This is a leather that will patina. It will kind of mark up as you continue to use it. So this is how I have set it up. I do have videos up on my channel for this, guys. So if you are curious, then you guys can check that out. This one I did get with the cascade pockets, which are my preferred pocket configuration. I just feel like it's easier to decorate. So you have a side pocket here and then a secretarial pocket in the back here. I just have some of the journal prompts. These are printables from my shop that I printed out on cardstock. So I have those there, and then I have some stickers, some reading theme stickers, because I am using this as my reading journal. So like I said, I am an author and I'm also a professional book reviewer. So this here is a Midori notebook. I will do a video on my channel for all of this, but I restarted it. I had it in my weeks before, but I feel like the A6 size is better for this. So I have one of the grid notebooks in here, and I decorated it with a Simply Gilded card. And I have my trackers in here, so my reading journal tracker, and then also my yearly trackers, which I can keep track of the genres that I read and things like that. So again, I will go into more detail in another video, but I have this Chic Sparrow dashboard, which I have some of my calendar cards tucked in there, and then I have this insert which I just keep track of some of the book series that I want to read. So that is a printable, again, from my shop. But I like the A6 size. A6 and B6 Slim seem to be my favorite sizes this year. I just feel like they're nice and compact. I don't really like narrow planners, so things like the personal pocket and like the standard TNs don't really interest me because they are so narrow. I definitely prefer something that is more square, so that is why I gravitate to the A6. And you'll see I did pick up another A6 quite recently because I love this size so much. But in terms of the leather, like I said, this is one that I get compliments on a lot. I do have some light striations there and some markings already just from use, and I'm excited to see how this leather will continue to patina as I use it more often. But that is another favorite of mine. That is my beautiful Darcy in the A6 size. And then also from the Austin collection, I did purchase a Pocket Plus. This is in Moreland. So with both my Darcys and my Morelands, they do have the matching stitching. They have switched things over so it doesn't have the contrasting stitching anymore. So this one is a very chic looking TN. It's black on black on black, so black elastic, black stitching, black leather. It's really, really nice. And in here I do have all of my moleskin planners. So I have a vertical weekly, which I use for health tracking, this little pocket moleskin cahier. It's also for health tracking. And then I have my pocket weekly here. This is the week on one page with the memo on the side. Again, I have a video up on my channel already going through this setup. But yeah, I'm really loving this setup. Really love the pocket moleskins. I think that the Pocket Plus is a great cover for the pocket moleskins. If you want something that doesn't have the overhang like this, I would say go for the actual pocket size TN. But I like having the Pocket Plus because you get more elastics, and because I have tabs on mine, it'll protect it a little bit so they don't get crushed. So this is a gorgeous, very soft, very durable leather. My Moreland is actually quite a bit more thicker than my Darcy's. My Darcy leather is actually pretty thin. As you guys can see, kind of buckles in here, whereas my Moreland stays kind of curved because it is so thick. So I think I do prefer the thickness of my Moreland a little bit more than the Darcy. But yeah, they're both beautiful colors, beautiful TNs. Like I said, the Austin leather collection is definitely one of my favorites, and I'm glad that it's one of the permanent ones because anyone can get it at any time. So that is my Pocket Plus. So check out my setup videos for both of these if you guys are interested in that. After that, I was interested in purchasing a couple of cremes. So let me go through my creme collection now. So the first creme that I have here is the creme brulee. So the characteristics of the creme leather is that they're a little bit more durable. So if you don't like the fact that the Austin will mark up easily, it will patina and change as you use it. If you want something that's more stable and sturdy, I would go for the creme leather. It is, once again, thick leather, as you guys can see. It's a great leather for everyday use. So if you are someone with kids, or you travel a lot, or you're just a very busy person, I feel like the creme leather would be great for you just because it is so durable. So the creme brulee is kind of like a darker, like toasted brown. I really love this one. I actually do have an older version here, so it does have the white stitching, which I love. I think it complements it really nicely. It kind of gives it a more cutesy look, but the actual elastic is brown. This is also my very first Cascade folio, so instead of having the elastics down the center here, it just has this flap which you tuck in your notebook. So in this case, I do have this notebook here. Again, it's one of the Midori B6 Slim notebooks. This is a grid, and I'm using this currently as my morning pages. So again, I just use the same date strips from my shop, these ones here, the transparent ones, and I just journal as much as I want in here. So you do have a pocket here, and then this is the Cascade pocket configuration once again. With the cremes, you do have some variation in the leather, so you can choose between something that's quite smooth like here, or you can even get something that's quite pebbled and textured like I do have here at the top. So I have a mixture of both of those types of leathers in this Cascade folio, which is really unique. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. I know a lot of people really love this color as well. It's a great cozy looking color, so definitely recommend. Another great one in this line is the chocolate. So I have the chocolate here in a B6 Cascade folio, so it's a little bit bigger. And again, I have the white stitching on mine, but inside here I do have a Stalogy. This I'm using as my goals bullet journal. So I have some of the printables from my shop, and I just do a little bit of goal setting in here, which I'm not going to show you. But I've been using this for a really long time. The system works really nicely with me. Again, I have the Cascade pockets, and I just have some stickers in here. I have a mini calendar because this is undated. And again, you have the back pocket, which you slip their notebook in. So if you like thicker notebooks, I would go for the Cascade folio like this. But you can also put thicker notebooks in a TN like I've done here in my reading journal. So you can see I have a thicker notebook and then some smaller TN inserts. With this one, you don't really have the ability to have an extra TN insert because you don't have the strings. But if you guys want to see a little bit of a color comparison between the two, this one is creme brulee, this one is chocolate. So chocolate is quite a bit darker. It's definitely a chocolate color. Mine has good amount of texture. It's not like overly textured. I did ask for smooth texture when purchasing this order, but I still do have a little bit of some pebbling in some areas of this folio. But those are my two cremes. It's hard for me to choose between Austin and cremes. These are two of my favorite leathers. But if I really had to choose only one, I maybe would go for the cremes. I don't know. They're just so easy to work with. I don't have to worry about it too much. Those are my first two cremes, creme brulee and chocolate, in the B6 Slim size and the B6. So if you guys want to see a comparison, they are actually the same height. The B6 Slim is obviously just a little bit more narrow than the true B6 size. After that, I did pick up this creme. So this is actually another TN, and this is another B6 Slim size because, like I said, I really fell in love with the B6 Slim size, so I wanted to get another one in a different leather. And this is the creme huckleberry. This is actually a leather that is retiring, so it is in the last chance section. So if you guys are interested in this color, definitely go ahead and make a purchase quickly because it's not going to be in stock for very long. So that's why you do see that I have the white stitching once again. And again, this is a smooth creme, and it's very velvety. It's very soft. This is my first like colored TN. I actually believe that this is my only colored TN. Everything else that I have is just like a light brown, a dark brown, or like a black. So this is my only kind of pinky purple TN that I own. But that is why I cherish this one so much. So I don't think I have shown you the setup of this one. But again, I just have a Chic Sparrow dashboard in the front. I added some decorative paper and some journaling cards, and in here I do have more of the TN inserts from Midori that I'm going to be using as a little journal. So I've covered each TN insert with some paper just to make it pretty and make it more like florally for spring and summer. So this is the TN that I'm going to be moving into once the weather kind of warms up a bit. I just have some sticky notes and some stickers from my shop in here ready to go for spring. And then I have these bookmark charms as well. So this one is special solely because it's my first kind of pink or colored TN, so I really love it. If I ever want something that's a little bit more fun for spring and summer, I can always move into here. So this is another journal which I'm very excited about using. Again, another gorgeous creme leather called Huckleberry. So pretty. Love that one. And then actually the TN that I purchased with this is this one here. This is another Emma, and I purchased this one for my writing notebook. I use a large moleskin for my writing. Like I said, I am a romance author, and I do my outlining, brainstorming, and just note-taking in this large moleskin. And I've been looking for a cover for this notebook for years, ever since I was published, which was back in, I think, oh gosh, 2016. So it's been a while, and I saw that Chic Sparrow do wide size TNs, and so I saved up a little bit of money to purchase one of these, and I chose it in my favorite leather, which is the Austin Emma once again. And I'm so glad that I purchased it because I feel so much more productive with this in here. I haven't fully set it up. I actually don't have anything in the dashboard. I just have a Simply Gilded journaling card in here, but I have some vellum in here, and then I have another Moleskine Cahier notebook. This is a lined one, which I'm using to put down some extra reference notes. But this is where I do the majority of my work, and so to have a cover finally for this notebook, it feels like coming home. I feel like I finally have a place where I can really map out my books and plan them really well. So I'm very excited about this one. As you guys can see, I have some striations in this leather. It's really, really beautiful. But actually on the outside, it's quite smooth and even. So I really like it. Now this is a leather that has quite a lot of marks on it. You can see I have some freckling here at the bottom, which is gorgeous. And like I said, it'll mark up pretty easily. Now it could even patina and darken to something that resembles the Darcy at one point. So I'm very curious to see how this TN will evolve with me as I continue to use it and write my books in it. But I absolutely love this one because I only have one of them, and like I said, I'm so happy. This actually might be my favorite one that I own, just because of how pristine it looks. I know it won't stay like this because it is an Austin, but I just love how it currently looks like at the moment. And I actually really like how it looks like with pink and like lilac colors. I feel like it's a really nice neutral that matches with a lot of colors. So yeah, definitely one of my most prized TNs that I own. So that is the Austin Emma in the wide size, if you guys want to see it compared to my B6 Slim, my first one here. You can see this one has darkened just a touch, but they are both just gorgeous, gorgeous leathers. I love them so much. So we are nearing the end. I have one more creme that I want to show you, and this is one of the more recent ones that I purchased. I actually just got it I think last week or so. So this again is in the A6 size, one of my favorite sizes, and this time, as you guys can see, it looks a little different than my other cremes, which are all quite smooth leather. This one I asked for medium pebbling, and this is what I got. Doesn't it look absolutely gorgeous? So this is what I mean with the creme leather, is that you can really get a lot of different variations. So you can get quite smooth leather like this, or you can get something more pebbled. Now I've seen some other people who have leathers that are definitely more pebbled than this, which I don't actually prefer. I prefer something that's more like this. So I'm really happy that this is actually what I got. But this is in the Black Beauty. So it's the black one, and again I have the cascade pocket. All of my other cremes do have the white stitching, which would have been nice if I could keep that up with the Black Beauty, but because they stopped doing that last year, I was only able to get it with the black, which is completely fine. I think it still looks really nice, really chic looking. It's really gorgeous. So again, I am going to be using this as a journal. I actually bought inserts for this. It hasn't arrived yet, which is why I just have this in here for now. But once those inserts do arrive, I will be setting this up to start using it. But again, it's a really nice thick leather, perfect for everyday use. It's black, so I feel like it matches with anything, any season, and it's really just one of my favorite leathers, like I said. So that is one of the newest ones that I got, but I do have one more to show you. I actually just got this a couple of days ago, and this one right here is the Cody leather. So this is my only Cody. Cody just came out, I think it was last year, and has been sold out, so I haven't been able to get my hands on it until now. But this leather is kind of like a wild card leather. I feel like you can't really go into purchasing this with expectations. You kind of just have to be open-minded. So, but this leather is gorgeous. It is the most leather feeling out of all of my TNs that I have. I don't know if that even makes sense, but as you guys can see, I have some light marks here, but it is quite a bit darker here on the top. I feel like mine is a little more tame, I guess, in the characteristics than some other people. I know that some other people have a lot more going on in theirs, but look at this. It's so gorgeous. This actually does have the light stitching on it, which I love. And as you guys can see, I have my Hobonichi Weeks in here. This is a Cascade Weeks folio, so you can put the Hobonichi with its cover on cover in here. I just have some stickers here in the back, and then you have a pocket here and all the Cascade pockets. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 right there to fit all your stickers and things like that in. So I really love it. Now with the Cascade folios, there are no pen loop. So that's the only thing I kind of wish it had. I love the curved pen loop, but I feel like with this, you can actually just pop your pen here in the side and it doesn't really go anywhere. So that still kind of works for me. But they recently came out with the new Dakota leather. So I definitely have my eyes on that one because I absolutely love this coatee. So that will be the next one that I pick up, and I have to decide what size I want that in, and also if I want it in a TN or another Cascade folio. They also came out with the new coffee line, the coffee house line, which I'm really excited about. I'm eager for those to release so that I can check them out. But this is my little collection from Chic Sparrow. So even though it hasn't been that long since I have gotten into this brand, as you guys can see, I have just a small collection of beauties here that I have started to collect, and I do plan on expanding this collection with a lot more. But these are the 9 that I have so far, and I am in love with each and every one of them. So again, if you guys are interested in purchasing your own Sparrows from Chic Sparrow, then you guys can use my code down below. I do have TN inserts. They are printables that will fit some of these sizes, so go ahead and check those out in the shop if you guys are interested. And you guys can use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off. But that is my video for my Chic Sparrow collection for now. I will probably do an updated one if I make another order soon. But if there is another brand of planner covers that you would like me to do next, let me know what they are down below and I would be happy to film a video on them. But that is my video for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!